Good morning, folks, and happy Wednesday. I hope and pray that you're doing well today. Hope and pray that you're expecting a wonderful day in the love of God. Reminder, Oak Level, tonight is prayer and Bible study, 6 p.m. So come on out and join us as we share some time in prayer over the concerns on our hearts and on our prayer list, and then spend some time in studying God's Word. Tonight is episode 2 of our series in prayer that we're looking at over the next couple of Wednesdays in our Bible study time. So come on out and be a part of that blessing tonight. You don't want to miss that. You know, I was reading this morning, and I read a phrase that if I've ever heard it, I don't remember hearing it. Y'all might have heard it before. But the author of the devotional I'm reading, he said these words. He said, "You can count the seeds in an apple, but you can never count the apples in the seeds." The whole idea was, you plant an apple seed, you have absolutely no idea how many apples that might yield. And I thought that was very profound. And he likened that to Galatians chapter number 6 and verse number 9, where Paul tells us, "And let us not grow weary while doing good, for in due season we shall reap if we do not lose heart." Have you ever thought to yourself what your Christian testimony, what seeds that might be planting in untold numbers of people? The author of the devotional was talking about how he has 2 sons. They're grown now. But he was talking about how all the time growing up, his wife and they shared the gospel. They shared the love of Christ, and then saw their sons come to faith in Jesus Christ. And then the idea was, how many, how many folks have been impacted positively for the gospel? How many folks have come to know Jesus Christ through the witness of their sons? Think about that. How many people have come to Christ through your witness? You know, you will probably never know the number until we get to heaven. But there's also the temptation to give up when we don't see any fruit. But Paul tells us right here, let us not grow weary while doing good. Christian, let's not grow weary in our witness for God. For in due season, and remember that due season, remember I said, I think it was in last week's Bible study, that God doesn't wear a watch like we do. God's time is a whole lot different than our time. But Paul says, for in due season we shall reap if we do not lose heart. And you know what? We might not see that reaping until we get to heaven. But Christian, let's not grow weary in our witness and in our work for the gospel. We can count how many seeds are in an apple, but we can never count how many apples are in the seeds. I thought that was very profound. What a wonderful promise that we have this morning. What a wonderful encouragement. Christians, don't lose heart. Don't give up. You might grow weary, but don't give up, because you never know this side of heaven what your witness is going to do. So I hope and pray that you get some encouragement from that today, and I hope and pray you have a wonderful day in the Lord. Remember, as I said a minute ago, 6 p.m. tonight, Oak Level prayer and Bible study. Going to be a wonderful, wonderful time as we continue in our journey talking about our prayer life. So come on out and be a part of that. Love you, folks, and I'll talk to you a little bit later. God bless you.